If you like ciders at all, then you should enjoy this. I know that one of the big names for ciders is Downeast. If you're thinking about ciders, there's a couple of different styles. There's a few of the lighter ones, some that are a little bit more tart, and then Downeast is very, very well known for their unfiltered cider. Yeah, I believe that's what the proper term is. So if you're thinking about ciders, a lot of the ones that Downeast has produced are going to be there or is iconic for are their unfiltered ones. So if you think about rather than a apple juice or a lighter sparkling item, and if you think more of your classic New England fall, just a big gallon of raw cider, that's more of what you're going to be thinking about with Downeast. With their tap handles, I did want to feature this one because I just recently picked this up from another collector as part of a batch, and there's a few things to note about this one. First of all, when I got this, it did not have the ferrule on it, and that is just something to keep in mind. Let me show you what that looks like when that's not actually attached. So when I picked it up, it looked like this. So if you're seeing this tap handle and it's on a listing and you're just seeing that attachment there, that means that it's missing the ferrule. So essentially it's a incomplete tap handle at that point. If you do have the parts, then this is an example of a ferrule that would go on there. That's the 5/16/18 and the 3/8/16, if I have that right. But that is, so if you're doing the standard threading, that means that it's smaller on the attachment part and then wider or the normal thread on the bottom portion of it. So just worth noting that. Also on that note, I'm going to start carrying a few of those in my store. So if it's something that people need, I'm going to try and get a couple of the common ones so that people can pick them up if they need to get parts for their tap handles. But back to the core tap handle itself. This is a resin tap handle. So if you're looking at it there, and it is that blue color, from my information, if I remember correctly, this is their current or their more recent tap handle. I've got this one next to it as comparison because this was the common tap handle before. And that's worth noting if you're picking up their tap handles. If you're saying, hey, I want a Downeast tap handle, if you want their current or more recent one, then you're going to be looking at a tap handle like this. It says resin, you've got Downeast on the front. It says the unfiltered craft cider, and you've got that on the front and back, and then on the sides, it says Downeast cider. It's also worth noting that this is a relatively large tap handle without being gigantic. So a lot of times when I think about tap handle sizing, then for the kind of larger size, then you're going to be looking at a width of like around there normally. So this one is a touch larger, but it's also significantly bigger than the smaller tap handles, which a lot of them are going to be about that big for the smaller ones. And since I had it handy, I did want to show you guys the old version of the Downeast tap handle. This is one of the ones that they're more notable for, and that is the ship in the bottle one. And just as a comparison, there you have the two of them. This is their newer one. That's the older one. And so that you've got a little point of reference. Let me see if I can, there we are. So you've got a point of reference. This one is similar right there. That's what it looks like if it doesn't have the ferrule there. So either one of these, you do want to make sure that you have the attachment on the end there so that you can properly display it as part of your collection. And as a side note, if people are looking for any other videos or features or anything like that, as always, just let me know. Happy to do them.